Assalamu alaikum. This is our computer science teacher, Sir Fawad Akhtar Ansari, and today we resume our class. In the class number 1, we studied the addition of two numbers, and in today's class, we now start working on the exercise question. For example, the question is write a program to print your name and age. So as I gave you the solution as well here, like store my name into the variable, and then I store the age into this variable, and after that we have to just display it. So now let's do the practical. Okay, I clear the Python code. Now let's start working. I have to assign a name into the variable, and then I assign a random value, for example 30, into the variable age. So I assigned my name into the variable name, and I assign the random age into the variable age. Now I have to display my name, so I type the keyword print. When I type the round bracket, it automatically closes it, so no worries about it. Now I type inverted comma. Now the point to be noted that whatever you type inside the inverted comma, whatever you type inside the inverted comma, it is called a prompt. And according to the Cambridge examinations syllabus, prompt is very important. So basically prompt is a message. For example, your name is, and as a separator I use a colon and then comma name. So let's check the output. What will be the output when I click on the run? So your name is, this is a prompt, and after that my name will be displayed. Now I want to display my age. I just copy the code and paste it here. Now do a little bit adjustment in your prompt along with the variable. Now let's test the code. Look, your name is, and then your age is. So this is how we do the print operation. Now let's try to do next question. Write a program to calculate the area of a circle. So I already made the code in the exercise solution. So first of all, how to calculate the area of a circle? The formula is area equals to pi r square. Here pi is the constant. So the value of pi is 3.142 or 3.14. And then I show you how to do this. So let's suppose I take the constant and I name it const for the constant underscore pi. Const is a shortcut of the constant, short form, and I assign the value 3.14 for example. Now after that I take the user input. So I take the radius as the user input, and it depends upon your data type, what data type you like. For example, I want to take decimal, means float, so I take the float data type. And after that I want to take user input, so I write the keyword input, and then I open the bracket, and inside I type the prompt enter radius, inverted commas close, bracket close, and the other bracket is closed. So basically we are taking the user input, and our user input will be converted into the float data type, and then it will be stored in the radius. Now I use a formula, area equals to constant pi multiply by radius, pi r square. Remember, pi r square. So I am typing 2 times radius, means r square. So radius will be multiplied twice. Else you may also use this formula. For the square we take 2 times multiplication sign or asterisk symbol and then 2. So as 2 times asterisk symbol we are taking as the power of 2. If you want to go for the cube, then power 3 will be there. So the formula is a equals to pi r square. Now for example I input 4, which is already an integer. So this integer will be converted into the decimal number because I am taking the data type float over here. Now this was the whole number. Now let's try with the decimal one. For example, I take the decimal value or the float data type, float number. So 5.6 for example, and then it displays this. So the idea is we are multiplying the constant with the radius, twice of the radius. So this is how our program will be made. Now let's try to do some more practice. I hope you got an idea that how to work with the input and the output statement. So there are other plenty of questions that you can see. So you can see at there are many exercises. At the end of the topic you can see there are the unsolved questions as well, so you can do the practice. So all right, now next is okay, let's try to solve one more question, then we go for the if statement. Now let's suppose pick any one question. Let's suppose this one. Write a program to calculate the parameter of a rectangle. So the formula is length plus breadth multiplied by 2. So this is how we calculate the parameter of the rectangle. So we take one variable length and we store the value in it. Data type, it's up to you. You want to take the integer or the float, because it is not mentioned in the question that which data type you have to use. So it is not mentioned in the question about the data type, so you may choose the data type of your choice. Your data type can be float or integer, so it's up to you. So when we take the user input, we store it in the variable length. Then when we take the user input, we store into the variable. So now let's try to solve this question. I take two user input, length, this is my variable, and I choose the data type float, and then I use the keyword input. Now I open the bracket and I am writing the prompt, enter length. Now next input is the width. So I select the whole code, I copy it and paste it right here, and I do a little bit changing here width. So now let's go and check the formula. Formula is parameter. How to find the parameter? We first add length and the breadth or the width, and then we will multiply with the 2. So we take the variable parameter, and inside we multiply 2 with the addition of length plus width. Okay, now after that simply display it. So now I take the print statement and then I type the message parameter. Let me check what is the parameter of a rectangle. Parameter of a rectangle is, and then I write a variable parameter. Now it is time to test the code. Okay, now it's time to test the code. Enter length, let's suppose I enter the length 2, and then width, let's suppose 3. So 3 plus 2 5, and 5 to the 10. So you can see that the 10 is the correct answer. It is displaying the answer in the float value because we took the variables data type as a float, so that is why it is displaying the answer in the float. If you want to take the input in the integer data type, so you can go with it. Let's test. If I want to use the integer, so I remove the float, and instead of float I am taking the data type int, means integer. So let's see the impact. When we have got the float data type, we got 10.0. Now I use the same values to 5, oh, sorry, 3. Now it gives us answer in the whole number. So this is the impact on the output. So there are plenty of exercises that you can do, solved exercises and the unsolved exercises. So it will do a good practice. Okay, so let's wind up today's class right here, and inshallah we will start working with the module 2. We start with the decision making um, statements. Thank you so much for watching the video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.